Welcome, I'm Pooja Jain and we're at the Vikhroli office of WTW, a global advisory, broking and solutions company that has recently completed 30 years of operations in India. So what's the secret behind its long and illustrious presence? Well, that's what we're here to find out. As you can see, it's a beautiful, state-of-the-art office space and one of the many reasons why WTW employees love working here. So let's speak to a few of them to find out what makes WTW unique.
What I like about WTW is the work culture, which is extremely positive and employee-friendly.
My amazing colleagues make every day in the office so great.
The leadership team here is extremely supportive and transparent, which really brings out the best in us.
WTW values align with my own personal values.
Work-life balance is given a lot of importance here, even during the difficult times like pandemic.
At WTW, I get the opportunity to work and interact with people from all over the world.
WTW provides ample opportunities to learn and upskill yourself.
The culture gives me the freedom to think outside the box and inspire people.
WTW truly encourages you to bring your authentic self to work and celebrates diversity of thoughts and ideas.
I think WTW has the brightest and nicest people who make each day really fun and exciting.
Working at WTW, it's a balance of collaboration, challenge, enthusiasm, enrichment, and hard work with fulfillment.
So I've joined WTW 17 years back as a senior manager of finance, and now I lead the finance function for the entity as director of finance. I think one thing which came up during this journey was, in case if you're really passionate about anything, raise up your hand, and there's always something which you can contribute to or make the change within the organization. I think one thing which stands out really is the inclusive and diverse culture with deep-rooted values. All this really comes out together as a unique thing for WTW. From leadership perspective, I strongly believe it starts from within. And if you're not really sure about things, we wouldn't have expected anybody else to follow it. So that's something which I am quite passionate about, and that's what I follow strongly.
So it's been a spectacular 21 years with WTW. I've had the opportunity to learn and grow from a trainee to an associate director, leading the National Accounting Center. Two things that have kept me loyal. The first one, of course, is the culture which our colleagues live by, and the second one is where the focus on continuous learning. If I have to describe the culture of WTW in 3 words, so it is client-focused, collaborative, and inclusive. The greatest learning that I've received in the past 21 years is leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. That has challenged me to think differently when I'm leading my teams.
The culture of an organization directly impacts the personal and professional lives of its employees. But who lays that foundation? The answer is the leadership. So let's hear from a few leaders at WTW to better understand the company's vision, future goals, work culture, and most importantly, its people.
My name is Sudhir Mahadevpura. I lead the India Global Delivery Center.
My name is Anupama Subramanian. You can call me Anu. For the India Global Delivery Center, I look after OGC, HR, and employer branding.
Our expertise as a global delivery center across both operations and technology is now well established. We have been in the country for over 3 decades now. We have been servicing all aspects of the business and all functions as well. My vision now is for us to be able to build further on this, be able to partner with our businesses to solve existing and emerging client problems. We have the necessary talent depth, we have the necessary talent scale, we have the necessary knowledge which we have cultivated over the last 3 decades to be able to do exactly this. That's the gleam in the eye for the talent that sits in the center today. We are over 4,000 people now. We are across 4 different locations in the country. We continue to expand our footprint across the country. The fact that we have been servicing all these businesses and the functions across the globe has allowed us to get the very best of the talent into the organization. That trajectory for us continues to grow. That trajectory continues to be able to allow us to solve these problems that I'm speaking of. I have complete confidence in the leadership team. This leadership team has had its own share of challenges, especially owing to the pandemic and the transformation that we're seeing around us. But we are well poised to be able to feed into the organization's vision of growing, simplifying, and transforming. Technology continues to play a significant role in this journey for us. The technology, the innovation that's happening around that space, the talent that we carry allows us to be really well poised to be able to contribute effectively to the growth aspirations of the organization.
WTW India GDC has tremendously high performing talent. And when you have talent like that, it's important for us to provide a conducive environment for these colleagues to work in and to find themselves, to be themselves. We have particularly communities where they bring together their hobbies, and the kind of partnerships they form there are immense, they're deep, they travel together, they bike together, they have fun together, and that brings a lot of sprightliness into their work activities as well. Because of the very nature of who we are as an organization, we want our people to bring their whole selves in to work. And in order to do so, we have pillars in our inclusion and diversity, which are called networks. These range from the gender network to the multicultural network to our LGBT+ network. And we always tell people that whether or not you identify with one of these networks, you should encourage yourselves to be an ally. And so allyship is a very important concept in inclusion and diversity, and it brings our people together very strongly and bonds them together very strongly. In our business, and more so in our Global Delivery Center, our work is a lot about relationships. It's about relationships with our clients, internal and external. It's about relationships with our stakeholders and our own teams across the region, even across the globe. And therefore, for the success of these partnerships, it's very important for us to understand who we are. And part of that is bringing our whole selves to work. We encourage ourselves to be authentic, curious, and bold. Because it is about us being all of this, there is a variety in ideas, there is a variety in behavior, there's a variety in how we treat our relationships. And all of these varieties actually come together to make it a very beautiful place to work at.
A healthy work environment is all about happy colleagues. And all that I see around me today are happy faces. We've witnessed something amazing today, and now we know the reason behind why WTW has been such a successful player in its industry over the last 3 decades. It has prioritized the employee experience above all else, leaving no stone unturned when it comes to keeping employees happy and motivated. WTW has unlocked the biggest and yet simplest secret to success. Thanks for watching.